Take a look at this giant donut, because this is kind of the FedeX of space. And it's a genius move by a startup to solve one of the biggest problems with space travel, called reentry. You know how in sci-fi movies, spacecrafts start turning into a massive fireball when they hit the Earth's atmosphere? Well, this is not just Hollywood drama, it's actually true. Satellites have to move extremely fast in order to stay in orbit, more than 17,000 miles an hour in some cases. This is not a problem if you want to just put a satellite up to space, but if you want to transport things back and from to Earth, you need to eventually get back into the Earth's atmosphere. The combination of the high speeds with the friction from the atmosphere create a lot of heat. During re-entry, items can reach more than 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit. We have been using all sorts of things since the creation of spacecrafts in order to shield them from this intense heat. But the problem is, it actually costs a lot in weight. We know how to build really good heat shields out of all sorts of advanced materials, but they're expensive, they're bulky, and they don't allow us to bring up into space as much cargo as we want. Imagine if we didn't have trucks or ships and had to transfer all of our stuff in cars. That's kind of what's happening with space right now. It's very expensive to send things up because we need a lot of that weight in order to shield the spacecraft from when it's gonna come back down to Earth. For the longest time, engineers in NASA have been trying to solve this problem, and they just come up with different iterations of very expensive and very bulky materials. But Atlas Space Cargo had a completely different approach. They thought, what if we just made an inflatable heat shield? Their FedeX capsule starts off a little bit like this. The shield is just folded up like a parachute, but when it's time to come home, it expands into this giant donut shape. This creates a much larger surface area for heat to dissipate, but it's not just filled with air. It's made with layers of advanced materials like ceramic fibers and aerogels, which allow it to withstand extreme heat and protects whatever it's inside of it. Technology like this is going to be super important because not only we're building things in space and need to send a lot of cargo up, but we're manufacturing certain things in space that we need back down here on Earth. And if you want to see a video on this, let me know.